All right, G, thank you very much. Once again, today we are having a very, very special friend, friend of mine, colleague, helping mentor. बड़ा मज़ेदार सा हमारा सफ़र रहा है अभी तक. हम एक दूसरे के कॉम्पिटिटर्स भी रहे हैं डिबेटिंग सर्किट में. हम एक दूसरे से सीखते रहे, एक दूसरे की हेल्प आउट करते रहे. I've been learning a lot from her, Humaira Ahmad Khan, Dr. Humaira Ahmad Khan with us. She's a veterinary doctor. Won a lot of awards, बहुत सारे awards जीते रीजनल प्रोविंशियल नेशनल प्लेटफॉर्म्स में, इंग्लिश डिक्लेमेशन में. Undergraduate scholarship win ki to USA, represented Pakistan on international forums, awarded with Youth Icon Award by United Nations. Presently, she is in Turkey pursuing her masters. Thank you very much. It's a wonderful, it's really a wonderful, feeling right now to see you, Humaira, after a long time. How are you? And please tell us about yourself. How would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hello everyone, especially Salman. Thank you for calling me in. And everything is really good. And I hope everyone who's watching is like living a wonderful life right now. Though we have the corona problem, but we can just take care of ourselves and just life goes on. So this is all about it nowadays. Everything just revolves around this problem, the pandemic. Nothing is like free of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's up, Salman? How is it going? I'm really, yeah.
It's really great, Humaira. मैं काफी फख्र करता हूँ आपकी सफर, आपकी जर्नी पे. You have a marvelous journey so far. So हम शुरू होते हैं. Let's start the conversation, and I would like to know from you कि अपने बारे में कुछ बताओ. कहाँ से सफर शुरू हुआ और अब तक किस तरह किन-किन मराहिल से होता हुआ. So how would you respond to that?
Yeah, it's just been a very long journey because the place I belong to was not much, you can say, like they don't support you a lot. But if you do something special and if you prove yourself, they do support you at the end. I will never say like I belong to a place who does not like support you at all. They do, but once you have to prove yourself. So I basically belong to Dera Ismail Khan. I was born in Dera Ismail Khan, but as I'm a daughter of an army officer, we just kept moving in the country. So we are like, multicultural family, you can say. And but yes, the major years of my life, which actually begins when you like after your 10th grade, they started when we started living in Dera Ismail Khan. Like completely, we started living there for like forever. So I did my college from Army Public School and College System, Dera Ismail Khan. I completed my FSC, and then I just got admission in Gomal University for my veterinary medicines. And this is what I actually wanted to do after I didn't get admission in the medical school. So yeah, this is where actually the things begin. Because before that, my environment, the people I lived with, the people I grew up with, the curriculum, the academic environment and everything, and the teachers and the supporters and the mentors, everything was totally different when I entered Gomal University in a burqa. So yeah, things went like from this to this. Like I knew there is something, before joining, I knew this is going to happen. But then again, I belong to the region and I must respect the cultures. And I actually did. And I became a part of it. But I was not welcome there the way I was. And I was not a person who would just not respect the cultures and the ethics. I did wear a baya, I did cover myself just the way they do. That's the way their culture is. But then I also wanted to take parts in curricular activities, co-curricular activities, in declamations. And I think I was the first one who actually, there were a lot of other women who were in the university taking part in other activities, but most of them belonged to Punjab regions, or the regions that were not related to the place I belonged to and I was studying in. So I was the first one to just come out. And then there were a lot of other girls who actually came out with me or supported me as well. So yeah, this is actually a very, like 5 years of studying in Gomal University was a struggling time, but I think that's the time that made me what I am today. So I did take part in a lot of declamation contests, and I had to fight back not only with the people, like individuals, but with the organizations that were working in the university. Like, I'm being honest right now. And there are a lot of people who were like, yeah, what is this girl going to do? Like, how can a girl do like stuff like this? And or like can lead a family or lead an organization and stuff. And I always tried to take things positive, but I have this problem, you can say, because this is not what normal people do, that I do strike back. And that's not a thing that is very common in people do, like, do the patience and have this sabr thing, but I don't have that. And I'm sometimes not even proud of it, but sometimes I am, because I strike back, and striking back actually makes you prominent. And once you're prominent in a group of people, you shine out like a star. So yes, this is what I did. First thing was my college, which is now a faculty, the veterinary college. There was not even a single person, not even a man, like a boy, out of it doing something in the university. So it was kind of a shock for the other faculties and departments and the teachers and the mentors of the university, that someone is coming from DVM faculty to do things like this, because it was a college, and it was like away from the main university campus, so people were not in it. So yeah, it was a very hard time making a place in the student organizations in the university, which I really wanted to take part in, because since childhood I was in all of this stuff, like doing debates and taking part in extracurricular activities, like making things work for us, because we can't just study all the time. Like, there should be something that we must do along with it. And there was a spark in me always that made me like lead things, not just for co-curricular, but also academic. Like, I used to create kind of seminars type of things that help other people in the department or like in the campus, and that actually helps you both in co-curriculum and academic activities. So in the start I was not really acceptable, but then there were a lot of good people who actually held my hand. And I would like to name like some of them. There was Fazal Bhai, who was one of the prominent, like he belongs to one of the prominent family of the Dera Ismail Khan, and he actually helped me a lot, like guided me how to talk to someone, how to behave with someone, because this is very important when you want to be part of an organization or a part of like an environment. And this man actually helped me a lot, like, because there was one reason that I belonged to the same city he belonged to, and he wanted to make like a place for women to come out of their bubble and just come out and work. So yeah. And student organization, I joined it, then I was thrown out, and then I was like, okay, fine, you threw me out, now I will make my own student organization, and stuff like that actually happened. But that actually gave me a very good resume at the end, and it gave me a very good backbone, you can say. But those years were really sometimes depressing, but sometimes very good. We went to like we together, Salman, if you remember, we went to a lot of competitions all around the country, and it was not just competitions, we created a lot of things in our university, and that was a wonderful time. So besides being like English debater, I used to write things like myself. And sometimes I used to take inspiration from other debaters, and I used to add that content to my content and just blend it out. So sometimes it used to be very good, but sometimes people were like, oh, you're stealing stuff. So it's not stealing stuff when you're doing it with someone's consent. Like, we have a circle of debaters and we do things together. So like, yeah, so I was a person who maybe was the first person who was in touch with the other debaters of the other you can say institutions and universities, like a friend, like not just a co-worker but a friend. Like, I'm talking about this aspect. So that actually worked a lot for me. I was not just connected to the Gomal University, I was connected to a lot of the students of a lot of universities, and we were going there, and we were just working, and we were just creating stuff for the students, because studies is not always what we have to do. We have to do other stuff as well. So yeah, this is my journey. Then I applied for the, like, besides co-curricular activity, I had good grades as well, and I used to balance things out a lot, because yeah, that's actually what you have to do in the university. You have to study. So then I got a good, like a very good CGPA, and I applied for the undergraduate scholarship program. That's an exchange program in United States of America, and they accepted me. And I think I was not, maybe not the first one, but still I am the last one who went to the scholarship, like this scholarship. And I spent my like undergraduate exchange semester over there, and I came back, and then the things actually flipped, because after that I was like, once I went to Murray State University and I studied in Kentucky, and things I saw, like the doors opened for me. My brain was giving, like, it was a kick for my brain, like things actually are very much bigger than the way we think they are. So my circle, or you can say my circle, increased for sure, because I had a lot of friends that like I made a lot of friends. I made a lot of good relationships in USA, not only with Americans but also with Indians, with the Bangladeshis, with Nepalis. Like, it was a big family that I created from me, and we're still in contact. We're still helping each other. We're still guiding each other. And they were all obviously the people who were also on scholarships, and they were the bright peoples of the world. So yeah, things actually went much like from this to they went boom, like that, back, like once I started like getting down after FSC. So yes, things actually worked really well for me. After that, I came back. I was part of the POAN, Pakistan United States Alumni Network, and they kept us busy. We went to a lot of places like Bada Gali, Nathia Gali, Ayubia, blah blah blah, with them, like big communities. And we had seminars and sessions and a lot of stuff, and even the alumni reunions. And when you meet people who are the bright people, who are the cream of the country, then you obviously learn always. Like, every day I learn from people. So after completion of my my degree from Gomal University, I was awarded the award of honor, which I also in 2016, which I also got in 2012 for organizing the All Pakistan declamation contest along with my other cabinet members. So I got two of them. And also in 2016, I submitted my resume for the United Nations the youth day, and I was called, and I was given in Lahore, and I was called for giving the award. Like, they gave me an award for that based on my CV and based on the struggle I have done so far, or representing the place that I belong to. Like, no one else has ever done that before. So yeah, they gave me that award, and that is actually one of the things I'm actually proud of. And then after that, I started my internship in Lahore Zoo. And this is the time when I actually thought that the girl vets, mostly even the men vet in Pakistan, are not that much enthusiastic about their work and stuff. And I actually did meet a man who is very enthusiastic about it, and I'll talk about him. But like, yeah, there is like I being a wildlife veterinarian, things were really different, and that actually took out all of Humaira out of me, because yeah, this is what I want to work with, not the cats but the lions. And this is what actually made me. Like, this is when I found my passion, and I was proud of doing the veterinary medicines after I joined the zoo and I learned about it. And right after my graduation, after I did my internship, I got my job in Barrier Town Zoo, and I was the only vet there in Lahore, and I had to take care of a lot of animals all by myself, nobody interfering, nobody's there. And I am the manager, I am the one who's taking care of the lions, I'm the one who's taking care of the chimpanzees. And I developed a relationship with all of them, because I am actually a mother to a lot of them, because a lot of them were not fed by their mothers, because these things like these type of things happens in the zoo. So yeah, and I fed them, and they're like my babies, and I'm like, I can't like think about doing anything else. And then I met that veterinarian I'm talking about, and we got married and we fell in love and stuff because we were like passionate. And this is my journey so far, like this. And then after working for a long time, sometimes I think like work is not enough. Sometimes you have to continue your studies and build up your resume a lot, because I belong to a country where they don't just think about your work experience. They want the papers, they want the certificates, they want the much you have in your resume is the much they think you're capable of doing, not because just you have the work experience. They want the paperwork as well. So yes, I applied for the Turkish scholarships and I got it, and now I'm doing my master's degree in internal medicines in Turkey, in Kayseri, and I live in Cappadocia. And with my costume, you can see, because in a couple of days, like, we are going to have the first snowfall of the season, and it's too cold here, and I love being here. And the first thing I did was learning Turkish here for the first year, and I speak very well, because, like, I can see that I know that I speak very well. And and one more thing, it's a beautiful country. You people should come here. Like, it is a really beautiful country, and there are brothers, and they're very much welcoming. And I, like, when I went to
I'm
America, I
I'm I'm
literally,
coming I'm coming I'm coming to that part of it. I'm coming to that part
yes,
of it. But
yes.
thank you very much, Humaira. It's incredible. It's wonderful. You have mentioned, ladies and gentlemen. Let me also, mention here that I have witnessed her journey. She has been very, very sort of struggling soul, a resourceful person, empowering, junior students, colleagues. Not just presenting herself in the best of best version, but empowering others around her as well. So very thoughtful of you. Thank you very much. You mentioned Fazal Rahman from Gomal University. I must endorse this, that as you said, that he helped helped you to come out of your bubble, groomed you, and provided you a strong support. So I believe he is one of the finest person I have ever came across in my own journey as well. So he's
Yes.
very kind. Thank you very much, Humaira, for sharing about this incredible, phenomenal journey so far. Um, Next, okay, so who inspired Humaira as a person, as a teacher, or as a friend?
So actually, do you want me to mention like a one person who did all of this, or you want me to mention three people who did this? Because I have an
Three,
answer
three,
for
three.
all
Yes,
of this.
yes.
Okay. First of all, my parents, nobody else, like nobody else at all. My dad, he is the best person in the world. He is the strict most person, but then he's a teacher and he's a friend as well at the same point. And he is the one who made me what I am today, because being from Dera Ismail Khan, fighting back to the community for you are a woman, and he stood by at the back while I was fighting with people. I did it myself, but I knew my dad is there at home, who is going to, just be there when I go back. And I will tell him, and he would be just like, okay, yeah, you did right. Don't worry, I'm there. So yeah, he as a person, my dad, then obviously my mother, struggling most woman I have seen. She is like, she works, she's mashallah government servant, a very good government servant, and she is actually like an inspiration for all of the kids. Like, yes, my dad is an army officer, but still at the same point, my mother was like equal. She did a lot for us. She used to go, she used to work, she used to come back, she used to cook for us, she groomed us, she taught us. She is a teacher for us. But then there are some teachers who actually helped me during my process in every part. Like in my college life, like in school life, I had a teacher. His name is Dr. Khalid Khan. He is an English teacher basically, but he is like, he was very much helping to me. Like, he actually helped a lot during content writing and stuff. Then in my you can say in Gomal University, like I mentioned, Fazal Bhai was there, but he was not a teacher, he was from the administration. So if you want me to mention a teacher, then I would like to mention, I don't know who, because there was no one. So yeah, there were people who were supporting, but there was no teacher who actually supported me. Like, I don't think somebody, like, got my heart out and say his name, but yes, no, nobody. But then after I went to Lahore Zoo, Dr. Babar and Dr. Madiha were the ones who took out my passion out of me. And as a friend and a person who has all of these three characters is my husband. And he is my best friend, and he is my teacher, and he is actually the man I can look at after my father, like completely. Like, yeah, he's not like, he's just a person, a teacher, a friend who can do everything. He's a vet as well, guys. If you don't know, he's a vet. He's a pet, like, he has like specialization in pets, but he is a person. Yes, I would like to mention him, Dr. Imran. And yeah, we both are like so passionate about our work and stuff. So yes, there are very few people around me who inspired me, but they are the ones who made me who I am today.
Wow, 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 wonderful. Thank you, Mera. Thank you for sharing about your people who inspired you, Khalid Khan Sahab, your parents, primarily, and then all these people. So thank you, thank you, thank you very much. There are some people, there are also some, so if there is any question for Humaira, they can also
Yeah,
put
just
their
ask
question in the
any
comment box. We
question if
will
you
add them.
want to. Yeah.
All right. So moving towards next question, and that is about your journey right now, which you are doing presently. You are in Turkey, and you are on a Turkish scholarship over there, and you are pursuing your masters. Yeah.
Yeah.
So would you mind telling us about what is the standard procedure of getting scholarship in
Mhm.
Turkey, and what are the prerequisites which are required for it? So what's your
Definitely.
take on that?
Definitely. I can tell you about it. Or first, I would like to share a link to that so everybody can see. I think I can write it on the chat. Can I do it? Or like
Yeah,
in the
you can.
comments? Can I? Okay. So,
In the comments.
uh, yeah, it is actually a link to the scholarship organization, you can say. Or you can, I'm just doing it in the private chat so Salman can share it with all of the people. It is a link to all the Turkish scholarships organization or their website, basically. So, did you get it, Salman? The link? Okay. So,
All right. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So this is
So you send
basically
me
the link. Yeah.
on
TBBS
WhatsApp
dot.
or?
Yeah, I
Ah,
sent
okay.
you
I
here
got
on
it.
the
Got it.
private chat. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So yeah, so let's talk about this scholarship. This scholarship is actually funded by Turkish government only, like no other organization, just the Turkish government. And this is called YTB in English and YTB in Turkish. So this scholarship is not only for master degree or PhD, it is also for undergraduate. This is also for postdoctoral studies. So it is like a complete package for you guys. And there is a good thing about it that if you come here in like undergraduate, you can continue being a part of it and complete your studies completely, because I've seen a lot of Pakistanis and a lot of people doing the same thing. They do their undergraduate here, they get good grades, they get the master degree, then they get the PhD, and then they go back to their country and serve their nation. That's the good thing, actually. So yes, talking about the scholarship, you have to join this link that Salman just made it visible on the screen. And then you have to create an account here. And why am I telling you all this like before time? Because this is a good thing. Join it, make an account, fill out all the things here, because there is a lot of things that they will ask you about before the application actually begins, like your data, your personal data, your work experience, your curricular achievements, your awards and stuff like this. To mention, they actually get the people, like with my experience that I have here, people who have very good grades and people who belong to the faculties or belong to the professions who actually need some research, or actually the people in the world are working on them. So this is actually the, you can say, a scholarship, and it fully funds you from your international tickets to your food to your residency to your like tuition fee in the university, your like you just don't need to do anything. Like I never take any money from like Pakistan, or everything is already done by them. So yeah, like for everybody's lifestyle, yeah, things are different. If you like okay, yeah, let's break another bubble. I do get a lot of money from my husband, so yeah. So because lifestyle issues. But
Okay.
apart from jokes, the thing is that you have to apply when the applications open, and applications open every year, so not semester wise. So they will open up in some time now, and then you will apply, and there will be a full procedure. Like if you have been, your application that you will fill will need some recommendation letters from your professors or from the people who know you, but from the academic background. So you will have to get those things attached inside. One of the major requirement, your updated resume, your these are the main things for the applications, apart from the account that I asked you to make already on the link. So then you will be evaluated by the Turkish organization Yatebe, and then they will ask you to come for an interview, which will be done in your own countries. And it is not the scholarship only for Pakistan; it is a scholarship that is for around the world. So yes, it's a very long process. It does take up to 5 months to just be in the part of the process only, and sometimes after the 5 months that you're not going to be the part of it. So yeah, but then if you do it, you have the going to have a very good life, like to see the beautiful Turkey and learn here with the innovative laboratories and stuff, and the teachers. And for Pakistan specifically, we have a very you can say similarities in our culture. Like I have faced this thing, I have felt this thing, I have this emotional attachment with some cultural stuff that we do in Pakistan, and I can do it here, but I can't do it in any other Arab countries, like any other place. Like you get my point. I can do those things in India because our culture is same. I can do those things in Bangladesh, and I can do those things in Turkey as well. So I hope the people like here getting my point what I'm talking about. So yeah, we have very much cultural similarities. To live in Turkey is not very hard if you know the language, and language is actually going to be very much important because Turkish people are very proud of their language, and they don't make their children learn any other languages. They don't make them, but if they
Perfect. Perfect.
have to, yes. So you
Mhm.
have to, if you know English and you think that you can be part of a Turkish community, no, you can't be. You can't be at all. They will not even say
Okay.
yes or no to you in English. They are so proud of their language, and they will be like they'll make you, because the part of the scholarship is that even if your studies are in English in their university, like for example in master's degree and PhD, it is like professors are from abroad, they've studied there and stuff, they know how to speak in English. But still, even if your studies are in English, you still have to take the first year as your Turkish language year. This is a part of the scholarship. So normally I can do my master degree in 2 years, the
Mhm.
MPhil or MS, but now I'm going to do it in 3 years, which I've already completed my first year of Turkish language, and now I'm in my faculty in the veterinary medicines. And also at the same time, I'm very happy to tell you guys that I am working in the veterinary hospital in the university, which is a very, very good opportunity for me
Wow.
to not only study, but at the same time, after reading my resume and after talking to me, the HOD himself took me as his student, and the HOD is himself my supervisor, and he actually allowed me and one of my other class fellows who's from Sudan, and there is a history of another Pakistani who is also serving the same hospital. So I'm really proud to say, like, out of 5 or 6 students, 2 of us are Pakistanis who are serving the hospital as full-time work. And their hospital,
Wow.
yeah, so it's like, yeah, and I'm really proud of saying this. So like out of those 5, 6 people, 4 of us are foreigners. 2 of them are from African countries and 2 of us from Pakistan, and we are proud of it. We are working there with their like common people who bring their pets to the hospital, who have things to discuss. So okay,
Hmm.
there's a question: what are the important documents or
So,
tests
so
you
the
should
next
have? Yeah.
What are the tests or the documents
So,
which Humaira is going to tell us about? That should be in
mhm.
the proactive approach towards documents and tests.
Okay,
So,
so
what's your
this is
take on
why
that?
I gave you guys the link. When you open the link, you will make an account there, like create an account, and then there is everything. Like in each section, there are around 10 sections, and in each section, there is going to be the requirement of a document. Like, for example, your passport is your first requirement. So get your passport made. Get it made, guys. Don't wait for it. Like sometimes people wait, like, okay, when the scholarship will be given to us, or we will be like close to the interview selection process, we will make our passports. No, you don't have to. You, in this scholarship, you must have your passport ready first of all, because they will ask you your passport number. The document is very much important. This is the best document. After this, you will need your degrees. Your, even if you have just graduated and you don't have the degree as it is, but you will have your provisional certificate. You cannot apply in this scholarship just on the basis of your transcripts. You have to apply it with the, a complete document that can prove your professional skills, or for the next degree to achieve. After this, one of the most important documents that you need is your certificates, if you have, for your co-curricular activities or any awards that you have been given during your academic achievements. Like sometimes co-curricular is good, but academic achievements is also very much important. So if you have any academic achievement, this is good to go. And after that, there is like when the application begins, like I already mentioned, there is things like you have to get 3 recommendation letters, from 2 to 3 recommendation letters from the professors. And it is very much good if you like get them from the senior most people. So yeah, this is important. And there is nothing like you can say before getting the scholarship that any other document is important. No, there is not. Yes, after you go through the interview process and you're in the process, this is when actually the thing begins. You have to go to IBCC, the internal boards council, for getting your 9th and 10th like the matric and the first year and second year documents, getting attested from them and getting like a stamp from them. And after that, you have to go to like before that, you have to go to your boards as well to get an attestation. And after that, you will have to go to the IBCC for the attestation in Islamabad or in Peshawar, because I went to Islamabad, so this is what I'm telling. And then you have to go to HEC for, you have to make an appointment with HEC to get your documents attested. Your degree is separate attestation, your provisional certificate has a separate attestation. You have to get those attested from HEC, Islamabad, HEC Peshawar, HEC Lahore, whatever suits you. After you have got all the documents ready, you will go to the foreign affairs office, like in the Islamabad or in Peshawar or in Lahore, or with whatever your province like offers you. So I personally went to HEC Lahore, but I went for the international affairs office. I went to the Islamabad. So yeah, this is what is actually important. Like no other documents is needed, but these are the most important documents. If you have them all, you can apply for the scholarship. Yeah, this is all.
Perfect, perfect. So, what do you suggest to recent graduates who are interested in scholarship in Turkey? So, what is your and again, as Humaira said, that documents and all the prerequisites can be looked up on the website of what we have shared, or it is also in the comment box as well. So, what's your take on this, Humaira?
Yeah, I will suggest them to actually apply for it, because the boy who got the master's degree scholarship with me, like I worked in a zoo for around 2.5 years, but the boy who is also my class fellow and doing the same degree here with me is a recent graduate from Sudan. And he actually got the scholarship because he had very good grades, he had a very good resume. So yes, he got it. I personally suggest you to do it as soon as possible. If you have very good grades and you have very good like academic background, you must be applying for it, because there is no waste. Like a time should not be wasted. If you get the scholarship here, you will not only get the MS or the MPhil, or any degree that is after your graduate degree. You will also be getting a very good experience. like work experience
Yeah.
in the laboratories, because here in Turkey they actually make you work. It is not just like academics or online lectures or stuff like this. They actually make you work because this is what they want you here for, to be a part of their
Hmm.
research degree programs, or to be a part of the specific research that a university is going through right now.
Right. So,
Yeah.
Humaira, tell us how many chances are there, greater chances of MPhil and PhD. So, which one is, according to you, is best to pursue for in Turkey specifically?
I will personally prefer, for Pakistani specifically, I will prefer master degree, because I will not say for me as a wastage of year, because I wanted to learn, but there are a lot of Pakistanis who are actually suffering because they leave their country, and sometimes when you are graduate you have a family to look after too. This is a very big, you can say, a reality of my country. Like, okay, until the graduate studies, your parents do support you, they do arrange the money from any ways to support your education, but then after graduation they do expect from you as well to be part of the, supporting the family financially. And you can't just waste a lot of years abroad to just get a degree and not having a job at the end again, and coming to the same point as you were a graduate of undergraduate and you're a postgraduate now with the MPhil. So I will personally say, Salman, for your question, it's a very good question, I think, because your 1 year in Turkey is going to be of Turkish language year, so it's going to be a complete 1 year. So your MS will be done in 3 years rather than 2 years. So it is actually, I think, is I will going to I will prefer this scholarship for master's degrees only, because then again for PhD here you have 5 years, because a PhD must be done from 3 to 4 years in normal, like in Pakistan or any other European countries or other stuff. But then here you have to go for 5 years, and 5 years is a huge big deal, man. It's not a little thing. I will personally suggest PhD for those people who already have their jobs in Pakistan. They can come on their, you can say, student, or you can say the studies leave. Like, for example, I mentioned the Pakistani who is working in the same hospital where I am working. He's an employee of a university. He's a lecturer in a university of Pakistan. He got his study leaves. His salary for his family from Pakistan is already going to his bank. He is getting his scholarship from Turkish government, and he is getting, you can say, a good amount to live his life in Turkey. But again,
Hmm.
5 years is a huge deal. So yes, I will personally suggest, if you can bring your family to Turkey, like you're married and you have a little family to take care of, yes, you must do PhD at that point. If you cannot bring them here, it's going to be a huge waste of time.
Perfect. Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you for telling us about, enlightening us. So the next question, Humaira, for you is, how would you rate living in Turkey from cultural, religious, economic, and linguistic perspective?
Yeah, I'm not a person who is actually, I don't share a lot of my views about religious aspects, because everybody has their own mental, you can say, a setup for it. And I don't feel like offending people if I say something wrong. Religion is like this, question is a little bit hard. But yes, I will say about cultural, I already said this thing, it is much closer to our culture, rather than if I compare it with any other Arab country or any other Asian country. Turkish culture is much similar to Indian, Pakistani, Bangladeshi, Nepali cultures. Like, we have similar things to do. Like, a lot of things are similar. Economic, like, I understand what kind of economic you're talking about, because you're
Is
already
it?
being funded by the government of Turkey.
Ah, okay, okay, okay.
So you don't have to be worried about it. If you're a person who can actually live a simple life, like a student life, and obviously we all come here for studies, and we live, they provide us with very good dorms. Their dormitories, their hostels are very good. very, very good. Though you have to share with one person, two-person, four-person, depending upon where you're living or which like level of studies you belong to. This is, they're very clean, they have very good environment. Secondly, they also, if you are a master's and PhD student and you want to rent out an apartment for yourself because you cannot share a room with someone and you want to study, like me, I'm a person like that, they actually, you can apply for that and they will provide you with your rent, and you can get your apartment. Linguistics perspective, one of the most important things that I felt when I came to Turkey, for the first 2 to 3 months when I was in the first one or second level of Turkish language, you are going to be depressed all the time if you don't
Wow.
know the basic terminologies in Turkish. Nobody can speak English here. Nobody. Apart from the touristic areas like Istanbul and Ankara, just these, or a little bit part of Antalya. These are the major cities which don't actually accept a lot of students there because their universities are already much crowded with their own students. So you will have a very big language barrier that will come. And I couldn't communicate a lot of things even to my roommate, even to the dormitory administration, and even sometimes when I translated it on Google and the thing came out to be completely opposite, and I had to face a lot of problems after doing that. So linguistic perspective, according to that, if I knew that before, I wouldn't have come to Turkey. I can say that thing. But
Wow.
now that I have, but then again, they make you speak Turkish very well in just 9 months of the course that you do here. And now people hardly know I am not a Turkish. Hardly. Until they
Wow.
know my accent is different because my accent is not Turkish accent.
So
So
how to
yeah.
say how are you and you look beautiful in Turkish?
Oh yes, tamam. So like first, how are you is like sen nasılsın? Yani
Sen
you is
nasılsın?
sen and nasıl is like how. So for you, yeah, how are you? Sen nasılsın? So
Sen nasıl-
we like sen
sen
nasılsın.
sen nasılsın?
Yes, exactly. And for
Wow.
is like you're
Tekrar et.
beautiful. Evet, for like you are beautiful is like sen güzelsin. Yani güzel is for used for like beauty, and sen
And how to
again
say
is for
thank you for that?
you have to say teşekkürler.
Tashakkurullah. Wonderful. All right, so perfect. So the next, Humaira, we are running out of time. I love to, keep on going with this conversation. So, what advice would you give to students currently studying or about to finalize their studies in Pakistan? If there is any piece of advice from your end, or you
Yeah,
want
just
to add
complete your
anything?
studies.
Few
First of all,
words.
I would just like to say when you are in something, first complete that thing perfectly well. Like never think about something like, okay, fine, I'm an undergraduate, I must do my masters in Turkey. Yeah, first complete your undergraduate, man. Get good grades. Just don't make your mind go into different things. Focus on one thing. This is very much important thing. The people in Pakistan, even my own sister and brother and the cousins that I have, they focus on things that are not in their they don't have accessibility to that yet. So first focus on what you are doing, complete your mission, complete your task, get good grades. Getting good grades, I know there are memes on Facebook telling you that okay, yeah, Bill Gates and Einstein and blah 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 did not get good grades, but they were just few people. You don't belong to those few people, you belong to a very huge community of the world. And the things have changed. That happened long time ago. The world has changed. Get good grades, not like just don't get the gold medal. I'm not saying that. Get good grades. When you get good grades, you have this thing that your road is like clear, like boom, straight. Then you can do whatever you want to do. Just with a little bit of work experience, you can do very well. So I will perfectly like first advice is getting good grades, be serious with your studies. See, I am married. I am doing my master degree. And Salman knows, because he's added with me on Facebook and we have this WhatsApp status thing. He knows I just travel a lot. I go to the places I want to. I do all the things that I missed in life doing even in this age. So you can do, there is no age for having fun. But yes, get good grades, make your CV look very beautiful, looking very good. And I will say best of luck to you guys, because I know it's not easy. My words are only words, but you are the people who are actually going to work. So best of luck and lots of prayer for you guys, because yes, this is the most important thing. Prayers. Yeah.
Wow, wonderful. So they say that build someone up, put their insecurities to sleep, remind them they are worthy, tell them they are magical, be a light in too often dim world. Thank you
Yeah,
very
that's
much,
what
Humera.
you.
And you are so right. That's exactly, I could not have said it any better. I don't have words to thank you. How wonderful it was to know from you. Thank you very much for your time, um, and may you fly high, high, high in life,
Thank you
and
so
success
much.
be with you
Thank you
always.
so much. Thank you so
Please
much.
take care of yourself.
Thank you for calling me here. Bye bye, Salman.
And if there is any question from anyone, I would be requesting them to put them in comments, and I hope Humera will get back to you
Yeah.
in the
I'll
comment
reply you
box.
guys, and I really prefer doing this rather than getting those messages in my message request section, because after a month I check them, and sometimes people actually miss their important timelines and important scholarship dates. So please, guys, if you have any questions, you can just comment there, and I will actually reply them back.
Wow, perfect. Thank you very much. I wish you the best of luck in all your future endeavors. Thank you very much, Mera, for your
Thank you,
time.
guys.
See
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye bye.